Dominoes?
Dominoes? You can build structures with them, right?
Dominoes, yeah. Well, it's a board game,
No, I have no idea.
and
We should play dominoes.
it's got a book here. Tells you how to play and everything.
Cool.
And I got this years ago. Maybe one of the boys gave it to me. I don't know.
I don't remember.
If they
It's a nice
didn't,
dominoes.
if they didn't,
Yeah.
Sandy gave it to me.
It's a line, sir.
And you're gonna end up with that.
Really?
That's totally cool. We'll play some dominoes this summer.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then I graduated from a little school down in Alabama called Palmetto High School.
Oh, cool.
You went to the first grade to the 12th grade, and you graduated at the 12th grade.
Cool.
So this is my accredited high school
Hey.
certificate that I graduated under. Okay. Then I spent 27 years in the Navy,
Whoa.
and the first place in the Navy that where I was in a squadron was over in the Philippines, and this is the book from the
Philippines.
yeah, and there's a crew 9. See if you can find me in any of the picture.
I see you.
I can't tell. Eh?
No.
That one?
That was me.
Oh, wow.
I was a young fella there, wasn't I?
Wow, yeah, you look totally different.
But I flew on these P5M Marlins.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
That plane right there, was that the same plane at the museum in Pensacola?
Did what?
Remember the museum in Pensacola, the aviation museum?
Yeah, down at Pensacola.
So was that not only the same type of plane, but that was the plane you flew on that was in that
Yeah, but
museum?
it was this plane here that they had in the museum. And
There are a lot of. Are those just ship crews to attack?
what?
Are those people to attack or to defend or what are they?
Well,
What is everyone doing?
They were all the flight crew for this airplane.
What'd that airplane do?
Oh,
What was
wow.
its job?
And every time they got called out to fly, looking for Russian submarines or Chinese submarines,
They were submarine hunters.
we were always aboard.
Now, how did you hunt for submarines? You just visually are looking,
No, we had
or do you have sonar type stuff?
we had sonar and sonobuoys.
So you dropped them out of the plane? Is that how it works?
We dropped the sonobuoys down. The sonobuoys dropped out the bottom of the sonobuoy, dropped this acoustical listening device on down, and it has an antenna that pops up out of the top of it.
I would keep this, but it hurts to
The
stay on my
airplane,
head.
the airplane then picks up, and the sonar man picks up the cavitations from the
Propellers of the sun.
propellers of the
Now, how do you retrieve those sonobuoys? Do you pick them up?
You didn't.
You drop them and go.
Yeah, that was, well, you stayed there on site.
Well, sure, you stay
As long-
circling, I guess, listening.
Until the submarine got away from that one. You kept putting them in, staying on top of the submarine.
But when you put them in the ocean, you knew you weren't getting them back.
You weren't getting them back.
Gotcha.
They were expendable. And, but this is an old book
You about 20 in that picture?
from 1961.
He's about 18 or 17.
Yeah, really, yeah.
And
You were 17 years old when you were on that plane, weren't you?
17 years old, right?
The hat looks cool on me, but it's too tight for my
Okay, well, you
head.
don't have to wear it. I just wanted
Do
to
you want to sit here?
give you a chance to get it again. But, these are,
What? What's that?
these are things I got, from, different commands and medals and stuff that I got. All of these, they're.
That's
they're-
1986. That's Sigonella, Sicily, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Sigonella, yeah. And that was Cincus Navier.
So you got a
that
physical
I
medal.
won the Cincus Navier award for that, for junior officers for that year. Somebody won it every year. And then, whoops. Then on my uniform, I had to wear, when we had our dress uniform, I had to wear my medals,
Cool.
and they were pretty nice. Let me see here. Put this one over here.
Do you still have your uniform?
Pardon?
Do you still have your uniform?
Yeah, I still got a uniform back there,
Cool.
and
You might be able to wear it, Pop.
I was gonna say, probably still fitting it.
yeah, that's another medal that was from Vietnam, and this one was the let's see, Navy. I can't remember. This is the highest one I had, and then this one I had two, and I had a third one too that I don't know where it is.
So when you get in your ribbons, you just add stars when you get an additional.
You get stars when you additional, yeah. And I got stars on this one and on this one.
Are these anything to do with combat, or they have to do with just?
One of these had to do with combat, or two, maybe two of these had to do with combat. And then this was the combat action, showing that you were in combat. And I got here's when I was in Vietnam. For meritorious service while serving with friendly foreign forces engaged in armed conflict against the North Vietnamese
I'm sorry.
and Viet Cong, communist aggressors in the Republic of Vietnam. From November 1970 to Warrant Officer Smith performed his duties in an exemplary manner as Weapons and Security Division officer responsible for base security, patrol of the Upper Cameron Bay, and Navy munitions supply for all of Military Region 2. As weapons officer, he established and implemented a program to ensure that all personnel were fully qualified in the handling of small arms. Additionally, he devoted long hours to personally supervise all aspects of base security and defense. Under his direction, defense towers and bunkers were rebuilt and improved. Secondary armory and command posts were constructed to decentralize weapons storage and provide command backup capability. And a weapons control system was implemented which enabled the facility to completely arm its base defense force in 1/3 less time. Throughout his tour, Warrant Officer Smith performed his duties under the threat of enemy mortar attacks. and main force units was subjected to rocket and mortar attacks. Warrant Officer Smith's exemplary service, I can't read, was professionalism and devotion to duty, reflected credit upon himself as was in keeping with the highest traditions of the
United
naval
States.
service.
Naval Street.
The combat distinguishing devices authorized on Naval. I got 3 of those with the combat distinguishing device.
Wow, you're really good at this, Bob.
They've been stored so long they don't want to open
Baby's
up.
wearing all his nipples there.
Wow.
Here's one where I get a gold star in lieu of to go on the medal instead of a new medal. And they tell you again. They tell you you know what all it was for. I don't think there was anything. This is the one for all the Navy ships and the Navy bases in Europe and in the Mediterranean, like Spain, Greece,
NATO.
in those areas, they had things down here honored one person for their services, and in 1985 I won the award
Wow.
when I was at Ziganoa, and it's got a lot of words there.
A lot of blah blah blah, huh?
And here's a presidential meritorious service. For services at Ziganoa.
You can ask him.
What's a
And-
lieutenant commander? Because it says you were that.
Pardon?
What's a lieutenant commander? Because it said you were that.
A lieutenant commander is, I was first an enlisted man, and I went up.
It's kind of like ranks in karate. You start out as a white belt. You're an enlisted man.
Oh, so he was a white belt, basically?
I'm kidding.
started,
You know,
but
it's sort of like
it's-
you rank up. You go up ranks.
You get advanced if you do well, and I got up to chief in the Navy. I made chief at the same time. I was selected for warrant officer, and warrant officer had 4 steps in it: W1, W2, W3, and W4. And I got when I got up to W2, I applied to go directly to a commissioned officer instead of a warrant officer, and they approved it and gave me the honor of letting me be a lieutenant junior grade. That was an ensign was the lowest rank in the ranks in the officer category, and then Lieutenant JG, which is lieutenant junior grade, was the second. It was higher than the ensign, And then lieutenant was higher than the
JG.
the two below it, and then lieutenant commander was the fourth highest.
Oh, so you're the fourth
I
highest.
was the fourth highest, yeah. And these things are stuck together, aren't they?
He's in the belly of a ship.
And here's where I got
Italy.
a Secretary of the Navy,
Stuck here.
Department of Defense. Navy Achievement Medal.
This Vietnam.
Uh,
It's Vietnam.
no, well, I did some work in Vietnam, but I would be flown in.
Was that medal, did you get that because you were flown into Vietnam?
Well, there's for everything really.
Okay.
And then got a presidential unit citation. And here's a letter of appreciation that was given to me by the Navy Exchange System in Sigonella, and
Whoops.
Let's see what we had there. Here's one for when I was in Cuba at the Guantanamo Bay Naval Air Station, and so I got this letter of appreciation from the commanding officer. Not much for doing 27 years of work, but I'm still, proud of them. Yeah.
Sounds like they're quite, amazing awards. Sounds like they're very substantial.
There was one here that I wanted to.
I had made a book with all the papers he had got, citations, awards, blah, blah, blah. It was a thick notebook full of them. And when we had the store on Bunny Road, he had taken it in to show some people. And the store burned down. That got burned down. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not all of them.
Well, that's all that was in blue folders now.
Yeah. But,
Wait, so you had more
I don't know
medals
stuff
than
to
that,
show.
but they got burned down?
Not the medals, no. He's got all the medals, because I never put them in the folder, in the notebook that I had kept for him.
But he does have more medals than just those.
Oh,
Oh,
it
yeah.
does?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I wrote a
Notebook full of stuff yesterday for him, didn't he?
notebook full of stuff back there that I want to give you so you'll
So is all of them, you showed him all of them then, right?
yeah, all of them's been
Okay, and what about them right over there?
Yes.
yeah.
I think we have to went through everything that came out.
Look your bottle.
And I wrote you a little
The camera's on.
wrote you a little history
Oh, this way.
from the time I joined from the time I went in the Navy. I'm gonna go get a copy of it, and somebody can read it. I can't read it.
I can.
It takes me hours.